Welcome back, people. So another full day of eating, and we're going to be training today as well. So let's go to the first meal. It's my tried and tested oats. Basically, if you've watched the channel before, you probably see it's just basically 100 grams of berries, or about 80 grams of berries, frozen berries that I put in overnight with some oats, and I whack it in the fridge and have it in the morning. And that's going to be the go-to meal. And I basically build my rest of my food around that. So my meal plans, the rest of them are built around that oatmeal because it's my favorite, right? It's something that I can have every single day and I genuinely don't get bored of it. I'm not just saying that because when you say to people, please pick something that you like and don't get bored of it. No, I do love this, trust me. Just because I know I think it's healthy, it's not even the case, right? It's actually costing me about 600 or actually 500 odd calories. But for me, I can build the rest of my meals around it and I enjoy it every morning. So that's what we're gonna do. Only one thing is I need to top it up with a bit of peanut butter. So when I'm in a gaining phase, I usually have about 20 grams. I think I don't have that luxury right now. We spoke about this before as well. The calories are being stripped down a bit. So we're going to put it down to about 10 grams. And that's not the only adjustment I've made. I've made some across the board, but that unfortunately is one of them I had to make. But yeah, let's go take a look. Here it is. Ouch. And then this is how you'd go about measuring that. You don't measure the oats and then put it in there and then weigh it on the scale. That's kind of stupid. You're kidding yourself, right? Obviously you're gonna end up having like 5, 10, 15 more grams. So get the peanut butter on the scale itself, zero it, and then hopefully your scale does minus numbers. Mine does. So this is about 11. Because we go over here and there on different things, I mean, this is something I can control variable wise, so we don't go over. And then you basically just plop it on. Now I'm just going to dig into the meal. So basically have the start of the day, and yeah, it's going to crack on with some work as well. I'm basically working from home. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next meal. Now I wanted to quickly touch on weigh-in as well. So I weighed in this morning at 75.2. So what I'm looking at, from what I can see trend wise, my weight's kind of dropping around the kilo mark. I think that's manageable for me. So appetite wise, towards the evening, my appetite, I am feeling a bit hungry. So manageable, nothing crazy. So I'm not going to drop the calories anymore. Let's see how it goes with the output with the extra cardio. Like I said, I'm losing about a kilo a week. Perfectly fine for me. At this rate, I've got about 4 more weeks left of dieting and I can be done with it and move on with my life. Get back into a gaining phase where you really want to be, you know, if you want to get as big as possible. But yeah, just want to touch on weigh-ins. Last week I was averaging 76 and then like high 75s, mid 75s. This week I've averaged so far, it's a Wednesday to be fair, but 7 days wise, I've averaged low 75s. So I've been 75 bang on, 75.2, 75.5, and again 75.2, I think it was. I've recorded everything anyway. Yeah, just to basically say, just don't be discouraged. Some days might feel a bit difficult with weigh-ins as well. When you weigh yourself and then you put your 100% in for the next day or 2 days or so, and then you see it's not a huge drop, don't take that as a sign of a failure, right? Do you know what I mean? Like I've logged mine on my tablet here. I've logged it in, and today I was like, oh my god, man, I'm still having to diet a little bit more because, like I said, the evenings are a bit difficult for me now, which I will look into, sort my food out. Today I'm going to stick with the plan that I previously got. When I've got a bit of time, I'm going to sit there and we'll adjust the meal timings maybe, or maybe add in another meal, just make another meal smaller earlier in the day. Because right now the priority for me is make sure the performance is high in the gym, so I'm keeping most of my food before the session. But you know, at this rate, maybe allocate some calories on towards the end of the day as well. Yeah, don't remember what I was going to say, so we'll just dig into the meal and I'll catch you guys when we eat our main meal of the day, the big lunch that I have. Yes, people, second meal of the day. So I've got my lunch, which is 2 eggs, 100 grams of short grain rice, 200 grams of vegetables, and 150 grams of chicken, I believe, in there. So this is quite a bulky meal. It's a big meal. Now for me, really important for me to be full when I'm going into my training session. So after this, there's another meal as well, about an hour or so before. It's the Weetabix meal. Now, the last thing I want personally is while I'm training, I'm thinking about food at the same time. It takes away from the training session. Those are so annoying. I don't know where to put them. But yeah, I'm going to dig into this now and I'll see you guys when I'm having my pre-workout meal. I've gone ahead and got ready for my walk now. So while we speak about food this whole video, because it's a full day of eating and training as well, one thing to consider is make sure your water is good as well. Now, yeah, something I see overlooked when people speak about their food in their full day of eating videos and all, like, I know they drink water, we just assume it, but it's good to reiterate these things because, like, it creates a notion where outside everyone focuses a lot on food, which is really, really good. I've spoken about it constantly as well, saying like, oh yeah, get your food in for energy during the training session. However, try it once if you haven't already. If you go to the gym and you don't drink water or enough water, no matter how much food you've eaten, you're going to feel so sluggish. And one more thing that works for me is getting a good walk in a few hours before training. So not too close to the training session, certainly not before exactly training. For me, that reduces my output if I do walk like really close to the session. However, earlier on in the day, so I've got lunch now from work, so I can go ahead and get my walk in. I'll get a quick walk in. It's usually about 20 minutes to 35 minutes or so, nothing too strenuous. So get the walk in and then come back, get back to work. I'll see you guys at the pre-workout meal, but we might have a quick chat on the walk as well. But get your water in, guys. I'd say for me, I have about 2.5 liters before training, and then maybe a liter during training. I'm not sure exactly, but I've often finished the bottle basically. And I've got this bottle here, the ABE one. It's quite old actually. I used to have the clear blue version. It's like a blue clearish kind of bottle, but that broke after about 3 years. So that's my new one. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in a sec. Pre-workout meal already made. We're looking at 40 grams of whey and 2 Weetabix, as well as 150 ml semi-skim milk and cocoa powder. I used to have cream of rice, which is awesome. However, it's just that sandy, gritty feeling, like texture. It put me off. This has given me no problems before. I have great energy in the gym. I've never felt like, oh, you know what, I'm a bit on the weaker side or lost any output when I'm doing doing my exercises. So I'm happy with that for now. I think I did start it at 3 biscuits before. It was a lot, to be fair, man, but also the fact when I've cut some calories, I've had to chip away at all my meals, and unfortunately, as a byproduct, I had to chip away at one Weetabix biscuits. But yeah, this will be the final meal, and then in about an hour or so, we're gonna hit the gym, and I'll see you guys there.
Y'all waiting, anticipating my arrival, California survival.
that's it. That was the session done. Now, just want to touch on something quickly. Like, I watched my previous videos, the ones that I've uploaded on YouTube, especially part of this journey where I'm cutting weight now. Like, the intensity wasn't really good. I posted on my Instagram and Faz, thank God, reached out to me and said, mate, you need to pull your finger out, like your intensity is rubbish, pretty much. And then I was, you know what, I was under the impression like, you know, I've got 3 sets left of this given exercise, my first set, this is how it's going to be, and I'm going to work to failure towards the end. Now, doing my sets now, as you guys will see as well going forward, like my weights, I can lift so much heavier with same amount of form, good form, just at a higher degree of effort. I just have to drop a set, so I just lost a set basically. Now, it's not really a great loss in my opinion because, mate, I'm getting like more work, I'm getting more work in because of higher quality work. But yeah, while I do that, I'm waiting for my meals to be finished. So I've got my vegetable and chicken done. So it's pretty much similar vegetables to what I had this morning. But I've got the potatoes in the air fryer, ready to, well, we've got 4 minutes left, so not much left. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna tuck into my meal now. I'm actually really, really hungry. I ended up speaking to someone at the gym, and he was one of them that just wouldn't stop talking. I love to have a chat with anyone, but I'm also notorious for not able to say no to someone when I probably should have, and cut the conversation out. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you can subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.